Hello and welcome to a very special and sexy
Crymetina Critiques.
Yeah, and this is our first Patreon sort of focused video where five awesome fans decided to say, hey, you know what, Crymetina? I'm going to place this directly in your crosshairs. And we have about 5 characters we're going to be looking at today. A couple that you may know and a couple you may not because they're...
OCs?
Yes.
Yeah, I knew the word.
People were super into it's just getting my OC. We have another person that's waiting for the slots to open up.
Okay.
So they have a pretty cool character, but we couldn't get to them this week. But the next video we do, they're going to be in there, and hopefully a few more people. But
that's cool. I just feel awkward because it's like, what if their OC has a puss flap? Am I not supposed to make fun of it?
No. I feel everyone with an OC said, first of all, don't hold back.
Okay.
And I'm sure they would love for you to comment about the puss flaps.
You want me to roast your flap?
Roast my flappies.
Okay.
All right, so we're starting with, yes.
We have people's names?
Yes, we do.
Okay, perfect.
This character was voted on by one Frenchie.
Oh, Frenchie. Okay, so I seen that she is part of this tier, and I just want to say, girl, you don't care about no OCs. Thank you, or no, actual critique of things.
But she cares enough to nominate...
But I love you.
She cares enough to nominate Dona here from Final Fantasy X. So you can see or she's actually from Final Fantasy 10 and 12. 10 and 10-2, because this is 10-2 back
10-2.
here. Because remember Paine? We're going to maybe be taking a look at Paine a bit later. But this is Dona. She's kind of like a mega bitch. She
seems bitchy.
Very high maintenance.
She's post nose job, so she got an attitude.
I think the camera's also a little low. And it's looking up at her flat
what's
face.
low?
What's low?
Okay, so not to say, or actually high, her vaginal area. Can I please just draw attention to her... bikini, I guess they're doing a high cut thing where it's going high up on her hips, but what is this sack? None of this makes sense. There's this little belt thing under her belly button with a tiny little clasp, it seems.
She's like, look at my belly button.
And then these things crisscross in front of her. Are they attached to her coat that goes on the side of her legs? Is that all one?
That I'm not sure we'll be able to find out.
Is that just like toilet paper going across saying you can't enter here? Maybe she has her wallet in there. We don't know. Some makeup.
I want to know what these crowns are that are they look like crowns on her fists. And just a bunch of purple with ropes.
Yeah.
Did she learn to dress Akuma?
It looks like someone took a potato sack and dyed it in beet juice so it's purple, and then took some ropes.
Yeah.
And then took 2 Burger King crowns and put them around her wrist. I do like her top. I'm not gonna lie. I like the crisscross, and the top is fine. I don't know about these.
Crisscross doesn't work too well down here.
On top, I don't really know. And then she has these rope wings.
They're kind of like how Mai has them. They're kind of like a Japanese style thing, but not fully. There's something else. It's kind of... Let's move on to their shot
and her ear things.
Yeah,
her ear
I don't
flappies.
know. These look like they could be seashells or wings coming out. I don't know. We'll see next. Okay, so you can see the crowns. All right, they are kind of still like crowns with the for holes for the fingers. I never see them fing. And yeah, they're just straight up ropes now. They look like feathers.
She's better. Wearing kind of a mullet ponytail, mulltail. How would we say?
I don't know.
And then these things, are they fishnets or are they boots? Or are they fishnet thigh highs and then she has little shoes?
They look like fishnet. That's what, the latter.
But then she got this no enter zone crisscrossies.
Is it just mirrors or are you Are you tied up? Can you not walk? Because these look pretty...
Blink twice if you need to be rescued.
But
is she tied up? Is she kidnapped?
No, she's a tough summoner, and she goes around on a quest, and I think.
And then she has this other sort of belt loop on her hip on the side things. What? Why?
That looks okay, but it goes through here.
It's not the same width as the other thing under her belly button.
The bikini bottom looks a little bit.
That looks better.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
It's kind of a mess.
Kind of Frenchie. Frenchie. Girl, why? I love you. But Yeah. I mean, it's not great. Did she do this because it's not great? Did she do this to torture me?
I don't know. At first, Frenchie said, "How about Kirby?" Lol. No, just do Donna from Final Fantasy X. And I'm like, oh, okay.
I guess she picked something she knew was bad.
Yeah, I guess so.
Just give me a challenge.
So well, then, what do you feel for Donna here? No, I wouldn't think so.
I mean,
it's kind of a mess.
It's a mess. From any sort of fashion standpoint, this is a hot mess.
Yeah. So next we have our first OC. This is from Northbourne Swordsman, who is like a super mega fan. Yo, what's up? This is Raina von Schemmel. This is their OC. He has 2 drawings over. This is his, and then he got Pirate to draw a little version itself. So this is an amazing pose.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I want to say it's JoJo-esque. And this sword is also super cool. I've seen this sword design before, so I don't know exactly from what country it's being derived from, but it looks like kind of Viking-esque to me.
Well, it has a skull and some crosses, so obviously you're gonna love that. I mean, I like her because she looks like me, just dark lipstick in my nose, but
she has that corset like you do.
Neither here nor there. The corset is very nice. I do like the
gold
color.
On black, or
exactly,
gold
goes well, and black and red, and I like it's jester vibe, kind of like Queen of Hearts, sort of.
Yeah.
Thing. Now, one thing that I'm like, I would want an explanation of, and not to say anything bad. I like this boob window, this like mesh.
It's a boob window.
Boob window. It's great. Are those veins?
I was gonna ask that. That might be veins.
Are those a bunch of titty veins?
Tribal design.
Did she get a tattoo? Is it a tribal tattoo on her testicular area?
Or is it part of the mesh?
Because if it's veins, for them to be popping like that, it could be part of like what type of creature she is. Is she a vampire? Like, does she have
a vampire
veins? Yeah. Like, who knows? I'm just saying, I like the sleeves. I like how they go tight and they have the little bit of, like, sort of
little ruffle.
Flare out ruffles. I think that's very cute.
Yeah.
And I like the pointy shoes. I like it. I think her outfit is very cute. And if Star did so, I mean, the corset is nice, too. It looks like one of those nice black corset with, like, gold detailing of flowers and embroidery and stuff. And I think it looks great. And I appreciate the puff on the sleeves, too. Kind of like shoulder. I just bought a shirt that looks like puffy sleeves on top. You're gonna hate it.
No,
looks
maybe.
like shoulder pads.
Yeah, you look like a pirate.
Yeah.
I would say though, like the makeup is not like a really big deal, but it's kind of purple. I'm like, maybe if it was a bit redder.
Yeah, but red eyes are hard too because on a character, because it makes them more like look more demonic. I do like purple. And black lipstick is always like.
That's your
thumbs up.
I don't really. I'm into black lipstick, but I know
it's not for men.
It's not for men. It's not
for the men. It's the ladies that love it, and they wear it. When I'm saying most men do not like darker black lipstick or whatever, but like we don't give you no shitty.
No, I guess not.
We don't. Sorry.
What do you feel for?
I feel a thumbs up. I like her hair too.
I think it's pretty solid overall. Yeah, let's check out Star's interpretation version. Maybe it has a little detail on that thing.
Oh, sexy mama. So she went with a different type of lace.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if that's exactly supposed to be the veiny thing or that's just Star's interpretation. But.
Yeah, very nice. Well, she did the haircut like a little bit more detailed and angular, which I think is very nice. And she kept the same makeup scheme. Like the eyes are purple, like the eyes are green,
black lipstick and stuff.
Yeah, she looks great.
I was gonna say, I'd say the only thing between like these two that maybe something can like is like having these bangs flare out a bit more like in Stars would just give it a bit more.
Oh yeah, like a side sweep how she did sort of.
Yeah, just make it a bit like more angular and coming down a bit just to it'll give her face more like, I don't know, personality.
More of a pop.
More of a pop, yeah.
Yeah.
And I you know what I like for both is like the minimal color. Like her skin is just white, so there's not a lot of usage of color, but it's striking when it's done in both versions.
Sort of tells a story, like you see, like
I almost
pale skin, vampire.
I feel olden times.
Yeah, exactly.
The lack of color,
and that was, I think, what they were going for with the outfit too, and everything. Like.
Our next OC is given to us by Robbie. This is a character he's making for a game with a bunch of his friends. This is his little drawing of it, and then we have the in-game asset right after. This is Deacon Gray. After a tragic accident, he's given a cyborg body and he destroys androids.
I mean, he looks like a fun guy.
You know what it really reminds me of? We'll see it. You know what? I'll just jump to the in-game one because it's a better example. It really reminds me of old PC games.
Oh!
Like Commander Keen or the first Duke Nukem.
He's cool.
So I think for that era of games, like, this works. It just makes me feel like, yeah, I could see this guy back in those days.
Yeah.
I don't know if you agree, but like my first sort of thing is like, this is really solid. There's not much else you can do, but I find with this green and this blonde hair, maybe one of those colors could be used somewhere on his boots, like a little gem. Like over here, down there, because I think it would even his colors
even it out because the whole bottom is blue, and it is like there's only so much you can do with this, right?
With the
you know what I mean with the pixelness. You stay with blue, you stayed in this cooler tones, right?
Yeah.
So you're not gonna like pop a red or something like that in there. But I do agree that if you took this green gem on his crest and put it on his boots, I think it would level it out more.
Yeah.
And it would just give it that pop. I think it would be great.
Like, he's got this, I'm not sure what this detail for the pixel,
exactly.
This just might be just like showing
on the boot,
the perspective of his boot.
Exactly.
But maybe some type of jewel or just a line like right here just to separate the boots. I don't know,
keep
something.
The jewel, I think.
The jewel?
Or maybe a line.
It's just that the jewel is like kind of... There's not a lot of
on the
room
side,
to work. So that's why I said a line might work better. But
his hair, like, what's the green under his hair, though?
Oh, the green under his hair, I believe.
Is it like he had the visor thing popping out?
Yeah, he's reading people's power levels and shit.
Oh, a little
or
winky
it's like a little wing, maybe.
Little like Hermes wing.
Yeah, so that's kind of what I think. Or just a flourish. It could just be a costume flourish, you know?
Yeah.
But for like cool robot man killing things, I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, I think he's cute.
Yeah, I know he's kind of cute. Maybe
I love a good shoulder pad. I've said it before.
I like one thing about Mega Man is that Mega Man is very like big head, big shoulders, tiny waist, tiny legs, then big boots. So he's kind of like an hourglass figure almost. I'm going to say that something you could like think about is maybe cinching in his stomach if you want, because it kind of looks a little dad body.
Yeah, but I like that though.
I like that too.
He's like a fridge of power.
I'm just saying, or to even it out, instead of doing that, make the boots a bit bigger.
Oh, you could always go bigger, because in the first sketch, the boots are really big.
That's true.
And I like that.
Yeah, they're
you know what I mean? They're like over the knee sexies, you know? But here, you can't only tell so much with proportion. So, like, maybe, make them wider and make the boots flare out on top a bit more.
Yeah.
Might be cute. You know?
But Deacon Gray, please keep killing the androids in the future to protect all of us.
Yes, thank you.
Next, we have Sharky, and I mentioned this character before. We have Paine from Final Fantasy X-2.
Oh.
Now, I have told you about this, and someday I'm going to show you. Final Fantasy X-2 has something called dress spheres.
I've heard about these.
All three girls get 50, I don't know.
Do you know where I've heard about these?
Yeah, where? From Liam?
From Liam. When we used to work at Idols together, and he was trying to bond with me. It was cute. We were talking about, like, fashion, this, that. What games would I like? He started talking about Final Fantasy X-2 and the dress spheres, and he went really in. Like, he started talking for, like, an hour to me, and I was like, bitch, my break is over. Like, you know, like...
So, but, you played some old Final Fantasies, and you might know that
I stopped at 8.
That there's the job system from, like, the old ones. Yeah. And it's, like, being a thief, a bard, a warrior, sorcerer, or whatever. So the dress spheres are kind of like that, where it's like each dress is a different job or like speciality. So this is the thief version. We have a video.
What are you hiding your body with this? You're a thief? Cloaked in your skin?
I'm gonna say if you want to be thieving about where no one can notice you, maybe not. This is the best costume for it, especially with the high boots. And the color scheme's kind of weird, but all of Final Fantasy X and X-2's style is all over the place. We saw Dona earlier.
I'm gonna say something here.
Yeah, okay. What are you gonna say?
Of all of the monstrous outfits that you've made me like critique or that we have looked at, this is gonna be
interesting. What are you gonna say?
What we have looked at, I have never seen something like this, where there is this hole in her side thigh, and you see the crevice of her butt cheek. Like, you see the indent of it.
Oh, right here?
Yeah, the shading.
Yeah.
Like, the hole right there, we have never seen that. Coupled with we're doing, because correct me if I'm wrong, what year was Final Fantasy X-2 come out? It was
it's Final Fantasy 10 came out in 2001 or 2.
Oh, yes.
So this, I think it was like 2004.
Perfect.
2003.
Perfect. Exactly. And you want to know how I knew?
Right, yeah.
Do you want to know how I knew?
Wait, hold on.
Could you tell me how I knew?
Seeing the panty line. The thong.
Low-rise teen craze
Lita.
of the early 2000s. It was the low-rise. Everything was low-rise. Girl, if your fucking hip bones were not out, then you were not in fashion, okay? That shit had to be low. That shit, like the top button of your jeans had to barely cover your puss, okay? And then, if you wanted to go the extra mile, well, because it was all about that thong life, so your thong had to come out.
And Scary Movie, one of the main sexy ladies from Scary Movie had the exact same. She looked like Lita too.
You had to have your thong go up over your hips. But what's special about this particular outfit here is you see the thong, it is over, but it's also part of the back of the shorts. Yeah. So we're like, is this your underwear? Is this a flap on top of your pants?
Is this thong part, is that just a design printed on the shorts, but she's wearing a thong and the thong's going under?
No, I think it's part of the shorts and she's pulling those things go up, and like she's probably not wearing underwear. I don't know what her vaginal hygiene is like. Like I don't know what's going on in here.
So before you give final judgment, I think we have a movie lined up. All right, so there's a good shot.
Yeah, it's over. It's
definitely.
I don't know, or it's part of it. Oh my god, it's so confusing. And then she has this little flare sleeve, like triple flare cut sleeve, and then under boob too.
There's a hint. You can get a whiff of a boob.
You can't do lowriders and thong exposure and under boob.
You do whatever you like.
I mean, you can do whatever you like. Yes, you can do whatever you like.
Doesn't mean it's good, but you can do whatever you like.
Like, yes, it is, you know.
And look at her face, just gonna go, whoa.
Do you like it? Do you like what I'm doing?
Because I don't like it. I don't think she's
serving this hotness. And the worst part is I feel like she's probably a really good thief. Like I look at her weapons and she seems like she's a very capable person.
Do you remember we did her costume at SoCal Retro Gaming episode? It was all the black with like silver like buttons and it had a lot of crosses. And it was all black and leather. She's very Hot Topic. Okay. And it's like, that would have been a better thief outfit than this. Because this is like,
this is not
skin.
Girl, this is not giving me thief. This is giving me like, you're the ring girl at like for...
Cirque du Soleil.
No, kind of. Just like Kurt Angle, you're his ring girl. You know, like, I don't know, man.
Intensity, integrity, Paine.
Oh.
What do you give the thief costume from Final Fantasy X-2 on Paine?
Baby girl, no.
Baby girl, no.
You're so much better than this.
Okay, now we have... Wait, what do we have? Something else? She's got more material, folks.
But I'm going to say this. If you're still capable to be a good thief in this outfit, then you're a fucking good thief. That's all I'm going to say. If you can thief well in this,
I guess,
girl, okay, then you're killing the fucking game, and I got nothing to say to you. Yeah. Wear whatever you want.
So our final character is from the Real Man of Steel. Now we have done this character before, in Smash Ultimate, but this is like a slightly different version of him. There's like a lot of little tiny things about it, but it's going to be Richter from Castlevania. Okay. We did a Smash version, which he had a little headband, had his arms exposed. He was kind of buff. This is the Japanese-y, like, reboot of him.
Okay.
And we're going to see a very evocative picture later, but this is like his just full character design. God, I love this guy pretty much in all of his guises.
Okay.
I love the Smash one a bit more, but he's just so fucking cool. He's like my favorite Castlevania character.
It's kind of unfair because this is a really, really well drawn picture of him. This is
I know what
this
you
is
mean.
Good art of him. Okay.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So whatever we saw before might not have been so like detailed and well done. So I'm gonna be like, But I mean, listen. He's hitting all like the Castlevania notes, you know. It's a double-breasted thing, the flowing ascot in the wind, and a lot of leather strappies. Because the thing is, at the end of the day, they're kind of functional, right? Because they have all of these leather, you know, what is that, holy water in there?
Either holy water or baby crosses for baby demons.
I think the top of the holy water thing, and they have their whips, so they have to have a lot of like, yes, whips hurt your arm, so let's have these crosses. Brown leather.
Could be anything.
gloves and shoulder pads and
look how pretty he is.
See, yeah, that's the thing. You get distracted because his eyes are mesmerizing. He needs a lash. He needs to put on a lash, sir. But okay.
I will say I don't like these kind of weird open leather
Slits?
things. Like they're barely held together.
But I like that color of leather too. Like it's nice and dark and whatever. And like his whip looks like a snake. It's kind of hot. I don't know what these little flappy flaps are for, though.
That maybe for holding additional weapons, but I can't tell.
These big loop-de-loops over here, these loop-de-loops.
It's to hold his loops.
For what, sir? For what?
Let's check out his booties. They're fine.
He has like classic pirate booties, with the flap over. That's fine.
Yeah.
It's okay. And his white pants, like, sir, that shit's getting dirty. You are battling creatures of the night.
It's true. Everything's wearing a lot of white. Like, it's going to get scuffed up. It's going to look like shit.
This is not practical,
What do you think about this splash of leather on the
I kind of don't mind it.
I thought you would.
Because you know what? It's giving me this vision of, like, he's, like, shoulder bumping into things, and he needs it to be, like, protected. Because he's, like,
my shoulders will take the greatest damage.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's pretty good, I guess.
It's pretty good. Let's look at the last picture. I think just because it's just awesome.
And you just want this because it's a cool picture.
Yeah. But
it shows a cross in the back.
That's cool. Huh?
Because you can never have too many crosses.
That's what it connects to, I think. It goes to the leather on the shoulders.
Okay. Makes sense. Tells a story.
Yeah.
Cohesive.
There's Dracula. Yeah.
Who is this child?
That's a female character that Maria, I forget, but she controls animals and stuff. But
does she control people like asking for her ID because she has to be like
she's young, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how, I forget how old that young she is. So you see lots of bats and doves. I guess both Dracula and John Woo are on set. I'm not fully sure. Someone
like, how did we all let that go with like the doves in the movies?
We didn't let that go. Everyone made fun of it at the time.
Did we? Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
I feel like maybe I didn't make fun of it enough.
But Richter's fucking cool. What do you give Richter?
I'll give him a thumbs up. Like, he's doing a job, and he's dressed for that job. Do you know what I mean? Like,
it's practical and stylish.
It's practical, functional, and has enough flair, I guess.
So a big thanks to Frenchy Northern Swordsman, Robbie, Sharky, and the Real Man of Steel for these pretty cool suggestions. So once again, if you want to go down to the Flophouse VIP Patreon, you can go in on the Firepuss tier and get your own Crymetina critiques.
It's me. It's my tier.
Yeah, you're the Firepuss. I forgot.
Love it.
So you can check that out in the description if you like, and we will see you next time on
Crymetina Critiques.